Come on. All right, these are the colors I talked about. In this year, you're going to take this real colors thing, and you're going to be red, blue, green, or yellow as your dominant. You'll have a top two. There'll be a dominant and a secondary, and then the other two are ish. So we use these colors all the time. Marion and I talked about colors yesterday. We use these all the time to describe each other. And part of it is I should know what my tendencies are, but I also should know what your tendencies are. If we're working collaborative, we're working together, as if Peggy and I are trying to communicate, and I want her to really know something, I want to know how she learns. How I want to communicate matters not if I want her to retain that communication. I need to know how she learns, and I need to use her style to get that across. When we first did this, not when we first did this, when Michael got hired, we started talking about this in one of our leadership meetings. And Michael's like, what's this colors thing? And Kia and I looked at each other and said, you're orange. He says, what do you mean? I pulled this up and he's like, that's not me. And we all went, yeah, it is. That's you. You're orange. And he is.
He is.
This is me. I'm the highest green out of 26,000 employees. I'm the highest green there is here. I care about data. I care about numbers. I care about logic. That's me. I don't want to work in a team. I want to work by myself. I love working remote. I ain't never coming back here unless they make me. I like computers. I like isolation. I don't want to. I'm not a social person. I'm just not. It's all introvert's not strong enough. I don't want to come to your parties. I just. Gabriella, you are orange.
No.
We are not the same. But if we're on a team, we should know where we fall. I should know what you're. And some of this is intuitive. You got to spend 5 minutes with you to know that you are an extrovert.
Yes.
So if I want to talk with you, I got to talk like that. If it's important to me to convey something to you, sending you an email probably ain't the thing. I probably should call you or go to your office and say, how you doing today? Let's talk about it. That ain't gonna work for me. Don't call me. Email me. Don't call. I get reps that will call me and say, I sent you an email, and I'll say, why are you calling? Oh, don't call me. I ain't answering the phone. So knowing where you fall helps. Knowing where your colleagues fall help. If you're working with someone that you think, man, they're really shy. They don't talk. They don't ever talk about the weather. They don't ever talk about sports. They don't talk about nothing. They just do their job. They're probably green. Doesn't mean they're unhappy. Doesn't mean they're stuck up. Doesn't mean they don't like you. That's their world, is green. Now, blue people, nurses are blue. I am not, as I said, I am not the best nurse on the planet. Most nurses are blue. Palumi, who works for me, strongest is blue. Compassionate, relationship-driven, cares about how people, I don't care how you feel. She cares about how people feel.
She deals with the nurses.
She does deal with the nurses. She wants them,
Yeah.
She doesn't want to win. Okay, Michael, green, blue, orange people, they got to win. It's a competition. Green people don't got to win either, but blue people don't have to win. They want you. The blue people make bad negotiators. Because in a negotiation, somebody's going to get upset.
Yep.
Blue people don't want anybody upset. What color are you? Both of you. All three of you. Green and gold?
Gold green.
Gold, green, my kind of people.
Blue gold. Green blue.
Green, blue. I'll buy that. Okay.
Yeah, definitely green.
Okay. Questions? Comments? Questions? This is silly to some degree because you're pigeonholing people, and it's not a stereotype. It's not an ultimate. You don't just get one. You have a score for all colors. You can see orange is the least for me. I don't want to talk. I don't want to do this. I want to be up here. I want to be home in my computer looking at numbers and spreadsheets. Nobody likes Excel anymore. People like Excel is so 1990. You should be using Power BI, and I don't even know how to spell that stuff. I'm an Excel geek. Give me pivot tables. Let me play. That's my happy speed. When I get upset, when I get anxious, when I get nervous, I do math problems up here. Calms me down. I'm serious. I'm serious. You know what 28% of 50 is? Flip the numbers. 50% of 28, same number, same answer. That's what I do in my head to calm down. My blood pressure goes down when I do that. My heart goes, that's me. That's green. I'm a super green. I could talk about that stuff forever. It's interesting. You should know what you are. You should know. The test is free. We got it. We'll get it to you. During this year, you're going to take it. You should know what you are, but it's important to know what other people are too. And some of them you can just spot. Like I thought Marion was blue because you are compassionate as hell. You just are.
It's learned.
You are. You do relationships good. Petra likes you better than me, and I've known her for 4 years. You've known her for an hour and a half. You do good with relationships. Me, no. So sometimes you're wrong, like me just now. So it does help. It is interesting. At least it's interesting to me. I'm going to keep going unless you have questions. On the right, that's about people like me, introverts, quiet people. If you're going to learn about how your colleagues are, it helps to know what works for them, what speaks to them. Don't come up to me and say, hey, we're having a cocktail party and you should come and we should dress up and we should go out for drinks. And I ain't doing all that. Get off me. No. Don't call me on the phone. Don't come to my office. Don't ever come to my house and knock on the door without me knowing you're coming. No. Email me, text me. If you want to call me on the phone, text me first and say, hey, you got time for a call? I'll let you know. Don't just call me out of the blue. That's what works for me. For Gabriella, you probably don't care if I just call you whenever. You like to talk to people. You're a social person.
Listen, I use the tools. If I don't want to talk to you, ignore.
Click that.
Voicemail. I mean,
That's
no
perfect.
shame on that.
But that's perfect.
Yeah, but I don't get offended if people call
But
me.
I should know what works for you. If my goal is to communicate with you, my communication preferences don't matter. What works for you matters because I want to work with you. Vice versa. If you want me to do something, send me an email. Don't call me. I ain't answering. Send me an email.